Good morning. This video is especially intended to tell you how you're going to study during your phase 2. Phase 2 essentially is, I would like to divide it in three parts. One is before your exams, that is your theory exams, during your theory exams, and after your theory exams. Now, the important part you have to realize here is that during the theory exams is like the bridge between the understanding of the topics. You have to, this period, the theory exam parts essentially help you like completely make you understand the concept behind whatever you have studied. Even though you might have not understood it before, this is the time where you can understand to a greater extent. Now, what I would like to say is that you have to start solving papers on your own, even though you are not prepared. Yes, it will be challenging because you might not get full marks, or you might be offended, or you might be disgusted at your low scores initially. But that should always that should feed you. You should try and adapt this mentality that if a paper goes bad, right, if a paper goes bad, then it should feed me that I am going to achieve maximum marks which I intend to in my next exam. That should be like the mentality you should have. Every paper, doesn't matter what, if a paper doesn't go according to you, you should feed yourself that okay, this paper didn't go well, I'm going to do it next paper. Next paper doesn't go well, I'll do it next paper. Keep that consistency mentality in your mind. Now, I would suggest before the theory exams, 2 papers per day would be very good, and probably there'll be mainly revision classes going on in your phase 2. Try before the theory exams, which will be compulsory. Try and attend those lectures. Compulsory, you will be attending those anyways, but attend as much as you can. Listen to the class carefully, very attentively, because they give you so much information that you don't have to revise it later if you listen properly. And you also have to revise your first PU, which will be very helpful, especially since you'll be starting your mock paper solving, that is. And you should practice MCQs mainly. You should start practicing more and more MCQs of the certain topics which you are underconfident on. If you are underconfident on a particular topic, take that topic, solve it. Now, during your theory exams, do not solve as many papers as you are solving. Try and limit them to 1 paper a week, but mainly try to focus on the theory exams. But during the theory exams, I would not suggest you to read only the study material for questions or do only MCQs part. I would suggest you to read through NCERT once again, because there'll be concepts which might be new to you if you haven't read it, or you might realize that concept which you have learned might be wrong. And it's very necessary because sometimes NEET asks you certain NCERT statements directly as it is from the book. So it's always good to have NCERT read if you have read it, and have it in your accessible memory whenever you want. And since it is very close to your NEET or JEE exam, then it's pretty good to have it in your accessible memory. During your exam days, focus on NCERT textbooks. Revise your study material formulas from your notes. Only revise the formulas. Do not try to solve many problems, but keep revising things. Keep revising the theory part of it. Once the theory exams get over, just forget that they ever existed. Like you had the theory exam, just forget that they ever happened. Focus on your next thing, which will be the phase 2, that is after exams. Phase 2 part, where I call after exams. And during this part you have to be really very very stable in your mindset, because this is the time where it gets kind of a not really great for many people, as some people try and relax since theory exams got over, but that can cost you. So I would say, if you are feeling tired, probably take a day off. I would not suggest that, but still, if you're not feeling that good, one day is good. We can take one day off and then start it back. Do not get distracted during this period, because this is like the most important period, because during whatever you have done till now, if you let go in these last 2 months, then there will be problems. If you are aiming for a higher score, or if you're aiming for a particular college, it will be really difficult if you don't focus on these last 2 months. It's really important, and the grind must continue. And during this part of time, try and solve as many papers, as many mock papers as you can. That's my suggestion. Because, and please, whenever you solve a paper, don't just blindly solve it. Try and analyze, not try, analyze it completely. Analyze the paper up to its most extremist extent. Try and find out why you did the errors, and make sure, if it's a conceptual error, get it corrected immediately. If it's a silly error, please try to avoid it next time, because silly errors can cost you huge differences when it comes to final exams. And try and recognize certain patterns. Like, what patterns I recognize would be, I will give an example of some pattern recognition in a question. This formula, which is V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. I'm not telling of what, you already know of what. But this formula is very similar to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2, which is actually, these two formulas are quite similar when it comes to how we derive them. It's basically the sum of reciprocals, and this holds true to anything. So when to any certain physical concept where something is flowing in kind of a parallel array, you can observe this pattern is applied everywhere. You can check it on anywhere, it comes the same. There might be a few exceptions, but this pattern appears everywhere in my wherever I have seen. And this formula actually helped me solve one of the questions which I really didn't know. It was not coming to my mind, what should I do. I just randomly just put this formula because I saw that pattern, the question pattern of that similar kind, and I got the answer correct. So you can try and recognize it. Comes in clutch when the moments are very dire in final exam. That's all I'm going to say. Do not panic, it's all going to be fine. All the best for your exam and all the best for your preparation. Thank you.